Alright, this is just going to be a quick video for Will Prowse and MR, I believe was the username on the YouTube comment about wanting to see my system. Nothing fancy, I'll just do a quick little overview of it. Yeah, we were talking about briefly that my heating is gas. Those are my two big tanks right there for heating gas. Have some more solar panels here that I still need to put up. Eventually I'll get to that at some point, but this is just you know, not professionally installed. I did it all myself. You know, I use wood frame. I kind of made an I-beam. I made 3 I-beams out of 2x4s and kind of bolted them and screwed them together to make I-beams. And then I used 4x4s going across just to hold the panels, you know, to hold the array together. I have 2 charge controllers. These are the wires here for the charge controllers. This is each is 130 volts DC coming down from the solar panels. Open circuit. It's 130 volts open circuit. Under load, when the batteries are charging, it kind of dips down to, you know, around 100 volts, sometimes down to 90 volts. But positive and negative goes to one charge controller, and then a positive and negative again for the second charge controller. That goes down and in, and I will show you the charge controllers in a second. So yeah, the comes out of the combiner box. The combiner box has 2 separate circuits, so you can make you know, so you can have 2 separate charge controllers. Okay, let's come around here. Like I said, I still need to put some more panels up. I'm just so busy, I don't get a chance to, haven't had a chance to put everything up. But this has been running for years now, and it's pretty good. Let me get some light on here. I did all this myself. Let me see if I can step back a little bit so you can see my setup here. That's this one right here is my Schneider Electric SW what is it, 4048. So it's a 4,000 watt rated 48 volt. That's the DC circuit breakers right here, and these are the AC circuit breakers right here. These are my charge controllers. I have one right here, and you can see, let's see if we can see the voltage. What is that? 130 volts coming off the panels, 129. And then you can see my battery voltage, 55.9. And right now the batteries are fully charged, so it's in float. It's only making 28 watts because the batteries are full. And this is the second charge controller down here. I still need to mount it somewhere. It's just on the floor, you know, on the, you know. But these are the 2 wires here for one charge controller, and then up here. Sorry about the shaky video. I'm not a professional YouTuber. These are the other 2 going to the other charge controller. You got AC circuit breakers. You can have generator coming in, which I never use because I don't need it. But if I ever do, when I start this generator, you can see how often I use it. It's almost never. I never use it. Thing is dirty. It's just sitting here. In fact, the propane is disconnected. It's a propane powered generator. It's I don't need it because the solar does such a good job. Yeah, so there's the DC circuit breakers, and this is the little information panel on the Connect SW. Now I'll just go show you the battery real quick. Let's go over here. This is my fiber optic internet. I have gigabit fiber optic internet. This one here got damaged. This is why I was a little bit late in posting this video, because my fiber optic got damaged. So I had to wait for Amazon to deliver me some new fiber optic. I just laid this yesterday to get me back on the internet. That runs all the way down to the utility pole over there for my internet. This is the end of the damaged fiber optic. That's why I couldn't post the pictures in the video. I was planning on doing that the next day, but this got damaged. Anyway, here's the battery right here. Sorry for the mess. Like I said, there's no BMS, there's no compression. These have been here for at least 4 years for the most part. I got the positive, goes into a fuse, and then goes out and around to the other side of this wall here where the inverter and everything is. Same with the negative. I do have a little heater here. When temperatures get down to, single digits, below 10 degrees Fahrenheit, this section right about to here does freeze if I don't put extra heat. It does get heated from the furnace, but even with the furnace running, if it's like 5 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Fahrenheit, it will freeze to right about here. In fact, I usually, you can see I have empty jugs. I usually fill those with water just to have thermal mass to kind of help keep this warm. And if I start to see ice crystals forming in those, then I know it's getting too cold right here. And then I just put this electric heater on. Usually I only need this maybe 2 or 3 days out of the year. I almost never need this because the normal furnace heater is enough to keep this well above freezing. It's just on the really, really cold days when it's like under 10 degrees Fahrenheit, it will freeze up to about here, like a quarter, not even a quarter of the way in, and then the rest of it does stay above freezing. But just to keep these batteries here from freezing, I have the little heater here. But you can see on here the batteries with the number 67 on them. These are the original 4 that I purchased, or is it 8? It's either 4 or 8 of them, I forget exactly. But you see a 67 there, there's a 67 there, there's another 67 there, there's another 67 there, and that looks like a 67 right there. The rest of them, like this, what is that, 141, the 52, here's another 141. These are all the newer batteries that I bought to make 16 of them, to make a 48 volt, 48 volt nominal. Fully charged, it's like 57, and then I have my low cutoff at 45 volts, although technically you can go down to 40, and technically it'd still be safe to go down to 40 volts, but I don't like to push it that hard without a BMS. Yeah, these batteries have been abused, yeah, especially in the beginning when I didn't really know any better. And as you can see, there's no bulging. I've never had any kind of compression on them. There's no bulging. Here's the front of them. Let me kind of zoom out a little bit here so you can see there's no bulging. I've never had compression on them. They're all loose. See, I can press on them. See how they're all loose? The terminals are tight. It's just, this is just the slack in, you know, in the braid. The terminals are all tight, but you see the cells are just loose. You know, no compression. They've been abused. You can see here, right here, you can see where I was kind of stupid. I was tightening these, and I set the wrench down without thinking, and it shorted the terminal. And of course, there were sparks and mayhem. And in fact, there was so much energy released that it basically chewed out. It ate away, you know, melted away a piece of the strap there. But the cell's fine. The cell's fine. Everything works great. Even though I've abused this thing, they're great batteries. Yeah. So I guess I will end it there. And since my internet is working now, I will post this up to YouTube so you guys can see. All right, thanks. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll answer more questions about the setup. Like I said, this wasn't supposed to be a tutorial or anything like that. It's just, you know, just a quick peek at my setup. So any questions, let me know. Thanks.